Hello, fellow traders. 'Tis I, the Rumpled One. It's Friday, January the 26th, the year 2018. Keeping it simple. 5. Roman numeral 5. It's been the theory or the theme this week. Actually, it's pretty much what I say in almost every video. Keep it simple, but really trying to focus on it. There's so many things out there that can get your attention, take your attention away from what you're doing. And really, trading is simple. I mean, most of it's binary. Up, down, buy, sell. It's just that simple. But once again, as humans, we like to make things a little more complicated than necessary. I was looking at some of the emails that I get, and these people telling me about this method or that method, and I'm just cracking up. I mean, there's just so much. I just get inundated. It all goes to my what's that folder? The social media folder or something, and then I just delete it all once a day. So it doesn't go to my primary. I just move it all, just have it all go there, because it's where it belongs. I just crack up at all the stuff they're trying to pawn off, and indicators, and even sometimes when people do analysis. I mean, I still have to laugh, because sometimes they miss the simple point. They try and make it so complex. So that being said, I want to bring up an indicator that I wrote. I call it TRO Einstein. And it's really simple. This blue line right here, that's the price when you first put the indicator on the chart. Okay, now let's just look at it. And then what you do is you can put a threshold. This is a plus or minus. So this line is 7 pips above, and this line is 7 pips below. And so the theory was this: it's like, where is price relative, right, to where is when he first looked at the chart. So if Einstein looked at the chart, he'd say, well, okay, this is price. I need to turn the power on there. This is price right here, this yellow line, when we first looked at the chart. Well, which way is the line pointing? It's pointing down. So which way is price moving? Well, it's moving down relative to this line. It's just that simple. I mean, there's nothing more to it than that. So now if price gets above this blue line, then which way is price moving? Price would be moving up relative to this point in time. I mean, it's that simple. There's nothing more to do. I did have an idea just now, though. Maybe I should make the line red if it's down and green if it's going up. I could do that. That wouldn't be difficult. Might have to modify that indicator. Now, this part here, does price move to quantum levels? What I mean by that is, Is there a distance that once price is moving it has to get to? And that would be a quantum level. For example, maybe price has to move 10 pips below, or price will have to move 10 pips above. At some point in time, price is going to move to that quantum level. I know this really isn't exciting. It's not. This is just watching the market, watching price. Just making simple observations. Oh, price is at the line right there. Oh, and for those who are interested, this indicator, I put it out there for free, but Crestlick.com is still down, so I guess you're just going to have to wait for it to get back up so you can download these indicators if you haven't already downloaded the MT4 motherload. But I mean, when you think about it, you don't even really need this indicator. I mean, I think do I have the turn off button here? Let's see. Show comment true. Oh, I don't have the turn off button. I'll have to put the turn off button in there too. Oh, look at that. Now price is going which way? It's going up. But you see, we're just watching it because this would be the buy trigger and this would be the sell trigger. But let's just go through the rest of the charts like we normally do. And of course, the main one being the money and risk management chart here. I know if you've been watching this for a couple weeks or a month, maybe you're bored with looking at this, but this is something that we have to look at every day. We have to remind ourselves so we don't forget. And then here's another simple M1 chart, and we're just looking at the spread dots, the new spread dots indicator I wrote, but let's just move past that. And let's see, gaps. We still have two gaps that didn't fill, so I guess they probably won't fill, and that's just how it is. Now back to the simple. I mean, what could be simpler than putting a buy trigger here and a sell trigger here at the beginning of the week? So let's just say this is what the chart looks like. So when you come back for the first trade next week, you put a buy trigger there and a sell trigger there, and then you sit and you wait. What? Scan? What the heck is that? That was weird. Why would it do that this time of day? It should do that in the morning, like 2 o'clock in the morning. Anyway, interruptions. So, but what would be simpler? I mean, had you done that last week, I mean, there were pips to be had. You know, yeah, you could say that's hindsight, but you can do it next week too and see. Or, you know, you look at the daily. Well, right now there's nothing happening there, but if you had done this yesterday or the day before or the day before that, I mean, sometimes you get a little, sometimes you'd get a lot. But once again, these things are not that difficult. I mean, we're just talking, you know, just a couple of horizontal line trades there. And we've got the buy zone. Right here we opened. We triggered short. Collect some pips there. We triggered long. Collect lots of pips if you hung in the trade. Simple. Nothing. It's not difficult. We look at these things every day. And then the rat zone. Remember down here, this zone would be on top, but here we had a nice red rat zone. You see we're trading H1 candles, and even if you waited, you see there, you would have been in at 24.73, and if you stuck in the trade, you'd have a few pips in your pocket. I mean, you know, using the crosshairs, if you stuck in that trade, you'd be up what, 50, 49, 50 pips? Not bad. Simple trade. Based on what? Reality. Price makes a new high, price retraces from the new high. Happens every day. Every day. And if you're a pivot point trader, guess what? Guess what happened? Remember, we missed some pivots. Look at that. Yesterday, the pivot got taken out. Finally, today, open the pivot. There it is. Simple, simple trades. Price action, higher highs, higher lows. Sometimes, you know, talking about this stuff, it's almost like I'm beating a dead horse, but I mean, you can see it every day. The charts just basically repeat themselves. These things happen. I mean, a turn trade. Price can't go up unless there's a turn trade. Price can't go down unless there's a turn trade. I mean, what more do you need to know? The 5 lines, once again, just looking at these lines, you trade with the candle color at the line. You know, this isn't quantum physics. This is simple stuff. Okay, price doesn't like staying in the wick zone. We had some huge wicks here on the euro. Price might wind up staying in it. I don't know. It didn't like staying down here. So let's see if it likes staying up here. I don't know. We'll find out at the end of the day, won't we? Highest open, lowest open. Well, there was the lowest open, and there was the highest open. Once again, simple trades. Happens every day. Every day. And the squigglies, well, I guess if you got in here on this turn trade and you just say, well, the lines stay in blue, I'll just stay in, there were lots of pips to be had. And back again to the simplicity. Well, let's see. If you would take this trade, you'd be up 5, 6 pips right now. I mean, you saw this basically happening during the course of this video. I mean, this is what I showed you. This is what happened. I mean, you don't have to have a bunch of different things on your screen. You don't have to do crazy analysis. You just have to know a few simple things. Just keep it simple. There's no reason to complicate matters. None at all. I mean, with the tick chart, I've shown before that, you know, if price makes a valley, if the ask comes down and makes a valley, and then the bid comes up through that valley, then price is going up. And if price, you know, makes a peak, right? If price makes a peak, and then price comes down through it, guess what? Price is going down. It's that simple. Well, that wraps up the week, fellow traders. And as always, it's not what you trade, it's how you trade it. I hope you had a profitable week. TheRumpledOne signing off and going to go enjoy the weekend.